So I'm in my car, and there's something I want to talk about really, really quick. Don't worry, I'm somewhere safe. I really think that we need to work on how we see hair length. Some of us, not all of us, some of us as people of African descent, I think we really need to work on what we see as short hair, long hair, enough hair. You know, first of all, the length of somebody's hair does not determine their beauty or their value. I've heard, and it's so unfortunate, I've heard among so many of us as people of African descent, I've heard us say things like somebody is bald-headed. And the reason why we're saying bald-headed is to insult that person's, namely a woman or someone female presenting, to insult their value or their beauty and say, oh, they don't have no hair, so they're not worthy, they're not beautiful, bald-headed. And it's just like, it's annoying the way we use hair length to invalidate somebody's beauty or value, and it's just really nonsense to me. But then also, it's nonsense that we've been taught to think less of ourselves. And then also the way that we think of hair length. Like, I've come to a point in my journey where I view my hair as long. My hair is long. And the reason why I think that way is because I've learned how to see my curls differently. My curls are quite tight. They're quite tight. They have a range of elasticity. And with me having tighter curls, I know that it was no easy feat for me to be able to grow my hair in its tight curl, unstretched state, for me to grow it to this shape and this fullness and this length. I know that it was not an easy accomplishment, and that it takes a lot of hair for me to for it to hang like this. And so now I see my hair as long. I don't have to have my hair stretched or blown out or flat for me to know my hair is long. Because for me personally, if I pull my hair, it's still not going to take out all the curl pattern for me to know how long it is. If I wet my hair, it still doesn't take out all the curl pattern for me to know how long it is. I would have to get a bone straight silk press, which I'm not going to do, for me to know how long my hair is. So I've learned how to value my hair in this state as long, and it doesn't have to be, hanging and draping the way someone's hair that's straighter and flatter and looser would be hanging. So I just want us to learn to think of length. Those of us who need to, because some of us are already fine with the way that we think of length. I want some of us to think of length in a way that more so caters to us and how our curls are tight and how our hair behaves. And I also think that it's important for us to give influencers and YouTubers that share their hair journey, to give them grace when it comes to hair length and things like that, because there's so many ups and downs that can happen. For me personally, I have sensitivity and allergic asthma. So there are so many ups and downs that can happen. For me, I had to start using fragrance-free and unscented hair products. And those products aren't always the best quality. So for a moment, before I could find better quality fragrance-free stuff, or some fragrance-free better quality stuff came on the market, I had to use things that were drying and impacted my length retention and everything else. So that was something that was tied to my health, that was impacting my hair. There are YouTubers that could have issues with iron deficiency. There are YouTubers who have very fine, and when I say fine, I mean small hair strands. A lot of us as black people, this isn't my situation, but there are a lot of us as black people that have very small hair strands, and we have very kinky hair. And so that hair can sometimes very easily break, and that person have more difficulty with length retention. And so that could be the case for some YouTubers. And I just think that we should give YouTubers a lot more grace and not go back to putting their value into the length of their hair, and say, well, this person has nothing of value to share with their journey because they don't have longer hair. That's so messed up. Or their hair doesn't look a certain length. That's so messed up. When you don't know if they have health issues, you don't know if their hair is very fine and it breaks easily. I understand, being wary of anyone's advice, from hairstylists to influencers. I understand that. What I'm talking about is thinking that somebody doesn't have anything of value to share just because they don't fulfill hair that's closer to a standard that wasn't meant for us in the first place as people of African descent. And so I just wanted to quickly get those thoughts off of my chest about the way that we think of hair length. I know that for me personally, I'm very content with my hair length now, which is nuts, because for the majority of my natural hair journey before, so I had another big chop in 2020. So before that big chop in 2020, I was never content with the length of my hair. I always felt like it was too short. So I am basking in the fact now that I feel content with the length of my hair, and I'm like, my hair is long enough. My hair is long. My hair is gorgeous. My hair is beautiful, and I just want so many of us to feel that way. I want so many of us to feel that way. So I think that that's everything I have to say. I'm not even going to edit this. Let me know your thoughts. Bye-bye.